It's been called a ruling for the people. £27 million of Employment Tribunal fees are to be refunded after a Supreme Court ruling has deemed them unlawful and to be scrapped with immediate effect. The North East saw more than 6,500 single claims made between 2012 and 2013. That number dropped by 71% when the fees were introduced. But Unison argued the fees prevented workers from getting justice. Unison Secretary Dave Prentice has said that the government has now been proved wrong on constitutional law and basic fairness, and this ruling cannot be affected by any change from Brexit. Jesmond lawyer Simon Loy has told us what this could mean for employers in our region.
I think it's almost certainly the most significant employment case in the last 10 years. We've got a decision today which has shocked everybody, including the employment law experts. The issue is the Employment Tribunal fee regime, which was brought in 2013, which required employees to put up front payments of up to £1,900 before they could process a claim in the Employment Tribunal. The North East region was probably the busiest region over the course of the last 7 or 8 years, not least because of the volume of equal pay claims that were brought up here in the public sector. That no doubt informed, in part at least, the decision to introduce fees, and the consequence will be now that the restraints having been abolished, we will maybe not see claims going back to the very high levels they were in this region, but we're to expect there to be probably a higher than average increase in this particular region, given the historical pattern of cases in this tribunal.
There is a refund of £27 million to be paid. How is that going to be implemented? Is it immediate and straightforward, or is there a few bits of red tape to get through?
Well, I think the government's first step, it's announced, is that it's scrapping the system. That doesn't just apply for the future, you're quite right, it will apply to the past as well, because this decision means that back in 2013, the fee system was unlawful. So everyone that's paid for their case to go in the Employment Tribunal since 2013 will be entitled to their money back. How that is going to be implemented remains to be seen. I expect the government to be proactive around that and try and use its resources to refund the money that was paid to it during the course of the last 4 years. The alternative, of course, is that lawyers will become involved in that process and will issue mass claims on behalf of claimants to return that money. So it's really a question of whether the government want to volunteer the money with its own system or allow the legal process to take its course for its recovery.